gang here. Today is April 19th. And anyway, you slice it, I'm going to dice it up for you. So I want to thank you one more time for joining me. Hopefully, we have a great Friday. Hopefully, we're going to finish strong today because that is the theme of today's shows. I want you to think about what do you got on the plate today. A good old Friday. Sometimes, we coast through Friday because it's the weekend, but no. We need to finish strong. Some of you might have Saturday, Sunday off. Some of you don't. Some of you, the work week just keeps going on Saturday, Sunday. Depends on your profession. However, it's very important today on this Friday, the last day of vacation during the week for some, right? For the kids, I need you to finish strong. I need you to take a look at what you got on your plate, take a look at what you got to do today, and go for it. Run through that finish line. I was having a discussion with my father this past week during the Boston Marathon. About 40 years ago, he ran a marathon. I believe it was in Newport, and he was running. He was running good time, and then maybe like closer to like the 18th and 19th mile, started cramping up, and it got so bad where he had to stop and run and walk and run and walk for the next few miles. And he did that till almost the end of the race. And I guess this race in Newport, towards the end of that marathon, he had to run up a hill, and the finish line was up on top of the hill. So he said to himself, I'm not walking through the finish line. So he started sprinting up the hill and ran through that finish line. So even though you might coast at a certain point just to keep moving, but important thing is you're still moving in that right direction. But just when you see the end, just when you see that finish line, you still need to run right through it and do not slow down. How many times have you seen a race or even been a part of a race during your youth where you see that finish line, you kind of coast and you slow down because you see it, and then someone goes right by you. You lose, right? Or you don't get a good time on that run. So think about it. You know what you got to do. You know you're almost there, but it doesn't mean you're just going to coast and walk right through it. You need to run right through it and finish it. Finish strong. You need to finish strong. At least in my experience, I've never done this because I haven't given many 2 weeks to many employees over the years, but I'm sure people that or maybe you've done it yourself, where I'm going to give my 2 weeks because I'm all done. I want to go to another job, get a better job, or I don't like this place, but I'm going to give my 2 weeks and I'm going to play out the string here. I'm going to work my 2 weeks. But when that mindset is you're leaving anyways, so you're just going to, do whatever needs to get done to get by. You're not going to give 100%. You're just going to show up and you're going to leave and you're going to do your 2 weeks because it's the right thing to do. But there's some people that don't even show up the last couple of shifts, or they call out because, I'm quitting anyways. What the hell's the difference? So that really is a reflection on your character and reflection on you. Even though you might be leaving that particular job, even though you might be going to a better job, or you're leaving because you don't like the job, or you don't like people there, whatever it may be, you're leaving. But you given your 2 weeks instead of finishing strong, leaving a lasting impression on your colleagues and your coworkers, and want them to remember you for what you were able to accomplish at that company, in that work environment. You say, screw it. I'm gonna call in the last day. I'm not even gonna go to work on my last day with my 2 week notice. Screw them. So that is a indictment on how you live and how you view yourself, and how you feel about others on top of it, right? So no matter what you're doing, no matter what task and job you have at hand, even though you might be on the cusp of completion, of finishing that particular goal, finishing that particular job, that project, that class, it's important to finish strong no matter what. Coasting through life, coasting through that job, coasting through that class, coasting through that race. What are you gaining from it? You're not gaining anything from it. You're just coasting, you're floating. That becomes a reflection on your life, and all of a sudden you start creating that habit. You start floating through the rest of the week, the month, the year, and all of a sudden, what's that Pink Floyd song? One day you look behind you and 10 years have gone, right? 10 years will go fast. A decade will fly by you. If you take a look at the last decade of your life and look back, what did I actually accomplish in these last 10 years? What did I actually do that I'm proud of? Can you think about that? What did you create? What did you do? Where did you go? What kind of relationships did you grow? What kind of person have you become? What kind of impact have you had on your community, on your family, with your friends? What are you proud about? What have you brought to the arena in this last 10 years? Are you still working the same job, same position? Are you still in the same town? Are you still wasting away on the weekends? Are you still floating by on the weekends? Are you still hanging around with the people that aren't going anywhere in life? You still have that same crowd where you've all you do is just get high, get drunk, don't do anything. You're still doing that. You're still working, going to bed, waking up, working, going to bed without working on yourself, progressing in any shape or form. 10 years goes by fast, and you know it, and I know it. So take a look, and you can tell yourself these next 10 days are going to be different. These next 10 hours are going to be different today because I'm going to finish strong today. In these next 10 days, I'm actually going to put 110% into this now because I can and I will and I must. Because we all have these choices. We all have this opportunity. It's just a matter of, do we want to do it? Do we want to work hard? Do we want to study hard? Do we want to learn more? Are we content with where we are? Do we want to just coast through the finish line or walk through the finish line while others are sprinting right by us? And they're ready for the next race. They're ready for the next job at hand. They're ready for the next challenge, the next hill to conquer. But you're just coasting. You're just walking now. So the choice is very easy. It's a difficult answer sometimes. It's the one that requires a little bit more work than you're accustomed to. A little more dedication and sacrifice that maybe you're accustomed to. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do it. Sometimes you just have to put in that little more extra effort. You gotta wake up a little earlier today. You gotta work a little bit later today to finish strong. To know that you put in 110% and all of a sudden you see what you created. You see what you brought to the marketplace. You see how much money you made. All these things come right back around to how much effort you're willing to put in, how much practice you're willing to do every day. Simple choices every single day, little disciplines, little sacrifices. They all add up. They all add up. And I know it's easy just to take a day off. It's easy just to take the afternoon off. It's easy just to take a little time for yourself to enjoy. And you should enjoy some free time and you should enjoy life and these life experiences. But life isn't just enjoying. Unfortunately, I wish it was. I wish everything was just so easy and we could do whatever the hell we wanted, wherever we wanted to go. I wish that for you, I wish that for me. But you and I both know life requires work and dedication to survive in this day and age. Go back thousands of years where you're hunting just to live, to eat, and you know nothing else. You wake up, you gotta hunt today. You wake up, you gotta fish today. And you're looking over your back at all times, seeing what's gonna try to kill you, who's gonna kill you, who's gonna eat you, right? What a time that was to be alive, I'm sure. Looking, taking a look at our current situation in the present, is life that difficult? Are we waking up hunting every day just to survive? Are we looking over our shoulders all the time, wondering what's going to eat or kill us? To put things in perspective, we live, as crazy as this world is, as crazy as this world is, and it is on fire, and it has been degrading slowly and accelerating at times, it seems. But it's still a wonderful time to be alive. And it still is one of the most opportunistic times to be alive. Because you still have that freedom where you are, thankfully and luckily, that you still have that freedom that others fought for and died for, that don't get the goddamn recognition they deserve. They provided this freedom for us to go out and pretty much do whatever the hell we want, to be lazy, to be dedicated and disciplined and motivated to create the best life for ourselves. Any way you slice it, you've already hit the lottery. I've talked about this before. Any way you slice it, you've already hit the lottery in the cosmos. If you're alive today and you're breathing today, you have an opportunity to do great things. You have an opportunity to create the life you wish. So this life isn't just going to be given to you. No matter what your background is, things aren't just going to be given to you your whole life. It requires some work. It requires some work. You can coast through that finish line today, or you could run right through that finish line today and finish strong. It feels good to finish strong sometimes. It feels good to finish strong while you see others just, they can't wait. They can't wait to just to clock out. They can't wait just to leave while you're still going 110 miles an hour, while you're still making those extra phone calls, while you're still putting the time in the library studying, while you're still in the gym shooting hoops, hitting the weights, while others are ready to leave. Call it a night, call it a day, call it a weekend. Ready to take that next day off. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes a lifestyle to work hard every day. It becomes a lifestyle to put a little bit of time in for your mind, body, and soul every single day. It becomes a lifestyle where it just comes so easy. How many times have I talked about waking up every single morning? I hammer out my 42 push-ups. Now it's 42 push-ups. It's easy. I train my mind. I have to do it. And I feel different. I feel weird if I don't. For whatever reason, if I forget, it becomes easy. It becomes second nature. So becoming the best version of yourself is the ultimate goal. Some days are easier than others. The distractions, the obstacles, they change. And they're always evolving around you. How you react to them is all on you. Some days are easier than others. I completely agree. Some circumstances can become overwhelming at times. But to find a crutch to deal with those things, those crutches are always there. The easy way out is always there. That path to self-destruction is always there. The hard road, the difficult choice, sometimes it's just to get back up and keep fighting. And all you want to do is call it a day. All you want to do is crack open a beer. All you want to do is light up again. Because you don't want to deal with it. It's easier this way. The most difficult things in life require the most dedication. sometimes the most sacrifices. So I want to thank you today again for showing up, having a listen. Hopefully you take a listen and you have a listen and you finish strong this week. Not even just on Fridays. It's important to finish strong every single day, but I want to stress today to finish strong. It's very important. Very, very important for you. I always talk about Mondays starting off on the right foot. Fridays you should be finishing strong. You should be finishing strong because it feels good to do it. And honestly, what other way is there to do? What other way is there to do it besides finishing strong? If you really think about it, it's a reflection on you, on your character, on how you are wired. So no matter what you're doing, if you create this habit that I'm going to give 110% from the beginning to the end, then you'll see that approach filters out through the rest of your choices, through the rest of your life, through the rest of your habits, and it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes who you are. And you want to be proud. You want to be proud about the things that you're able to accomplish from your own hard work and dedication. Because no one else is going to do those things for you. No one else is going to study for you. No one else is going to learn for you. You have the ability to do anything you wish. You have the creativity inside of you. So you just got to nurture it and keep moving forward. Never give up. Never, ever give up. So thank you again for joining me today on my live Facebook page and YouTube channel at Conquering Hill. We can find the replay on Spotify and YouTube later on. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Definitely still enjoy some time with family and friends because life isn't just all about hard work as much as I stress it. You still want to appreciate the ones that are around you and tell them how much you love them. Thank you. Take care.